Hi, I'm Melissa and welcome to CloudMom.com. First, I just wanted everybody to know that this is the first time I'm shooting and editing on my own in my nursery in HD. So I've been working on this for months, so I'm just so excited that the day has finally come. So I hope you like it, and if you have comments, please leave them for me on the site and I'll try to take them into account and correct all the errors and imperfections. Okay, so today's show is about colic. I've been getting a lot of questions from moms in our new CloudMom community about colic, what it means, and how to deal with it. This isn't something I dealt with any of my babies, but I have spent some time thinking about it. I've heard from a lot of other moms and talking to friends and so forth. So I wanted to share my thoughts on colic. So I'm going to do one show on colic and what it means and the symptoms and the signs of colic. And then I'm going to do another show on what you can do with colic. How can you treat it? Okay, so going from my notes here because this is pretty complicated stuff. So okay, the funniest thing that I've heard when it comes to colic, although it's not a funny thing because it's really a difficult thing to deal with when you're a new mom or dad, is that colic is a 5-letter word for I don't know. A lot of doctors really don't know what causes colic. It's a bit of a mystery. There are some telltale signs or symptoms of colic, though, that people tell you to look for, and I'm going to run through those with you guys now. Okay, so here are the signs of colic, and I've seen this written in more than one place, so I think it's pretty reliable. I've seen it on Dr. Sears, Baby Center, various places. Your baby cries uncontrollably, inconsolably, it's terrible, for more than 3 hours in a row, on more than 3 days, a week for at least 3 weeks. Okay, so this is something that's happening a lot, and you're not able to stop it, and it goes on for quite an extended period of time. It's not like being fussy or hungry for just a few minutes and seeing that when you feed the baby or change the baby or the baby sleeps, the baby is then soothed or made to be happy. So it's something where it's very, very hard to deal with. So colic usually happens at around 2 to 3 weeks of age, depending on when your baby was born. It can peak at around 6 weeks of age. And by 3 to 4 months, it's hopefully getting better. By 5 months, it's hopefully gone. According to the AP, by 3 months, it's hopefully gone. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is not going to be something that you're dealing with when your baby is like 18 months old. Okay, often happens in the late afternoon or early evening. It can go on and on and on and on. Now, so those are signs that your baby actually has colic. And what causes this? Again, there's that sort of mystery factor where no one is completely sure. But here are some things that people suspect might be what's causing colic in a young baby. The number one first biggie is gas, G-A-S. And that's one of the reasons why people really recommend burping, and being careful about the bottles you use and nipples and so forth, because they think that this gas can really be what makes these babies very uncomfortable. And unfortunately, with the kind of crying that colicky babies can do, they can actually cause their bodies to ingest a lot more unnecessary air. So it can make the situation even worse because they start crying, they start gulping down even more air, and they get more gassy. So it's a really, really tricky thing. So gas is number one. Secondly, an immature nervous system. Some people think that these babies are just not used to all the stimuli that's coming into their little brains, and they can't handle it, and colic is a way for them to shut it out. And the third thing that people suspect is that it's a way for babies to release energy, that they just need to sort of get rid of energy. As my mother used to say, the baby cries because he needs to exercise. Well, it's sort of that thing that this is the way that they can get rid of all this unwanted energy, and so they cry and cry and cry. So it's a really, really hard thing. If you're going through this, please hang in there. You've got to seek help. You've got to reach out to your doctor. You've got to reach out to friends and figure out what are the ways in which you're going to handle it. I'm going to do another show on that tomorrow. I hope it will be helpful to you. If you've suffered from colic, or your baby, has suffered from colic, please comment on this vlog on CloudMom.com. We'd really love to hear about your experiences. Thank you so much for watching today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.